Oh my gosh, what is I love the music there.
Sorry.
No problem. I was just appreciating Laura's little dog. What a cutie pie. I didn't hear you. What's your doggy's name?
Her name is Sensei.
Sensei. Oh, very wise one. Yeah, we could learn a lot if we lived the life and hearts of our pets. Thank you. Thank you for joining us, Sensei. And thanks everybody else who's joining us live or afterwards in this recorded version. For those who don't know us, my name is Heath.
I'm Nicole, and we're excited to share some Metta Monday living loving kindness practices with you.
Yeah, and we were really interested. We were discussing over the weekend how living Metta, embodying loving kindness, doesn't have to be reserved just for certain people. And I think when we're engulfed in this pandemic of potential viral infection and contagious, when we're awash in this global flood of anxiety, of uncertainty, of fear, it's really organically, evolutionarily normal for us to kind of hunker down and shelter in place and to think like, I ain't got time for loving kindness. I gotta pay the bills. I gotta strategize. I gotta go into survival mode. And I just want to take some deep breaths into that and to acknowledge, yeah, like the shadow is there, right? We can't just gloss over it. Loving kindness doesn't mean we don't feel fear. Loving kindness doesn't mean we don't experience anxiety. Love is about inclusion. And embodying loving kindness in part means to acknowledge the shadow, acknowledge the challenge, acknowledge the stress, and then to favor what is most important and essential for us.
Yeah, favor the opening. And we're looking for different ways. I feel like these living meta practices are different ways that we can emphasize and invite the opening, invite the space for loving kindness, for other options, for other potentials and intentions to grow from the inside out. And I know that lately a lot of things have been happening from the outside in. And this is an opportunity to let ourselves be infused with our own attention and awareness, loving and kindness from the inside out. So we become the source of our own refreshment, our own grounded feeling of being in our bodies and safety in our feet and at home where we are all resting.
Yeah.
So let us consciously together cultivate some space for some loving kindness and any other potentials and intentions that you are welcoming into your being, your essence, into your field.
Yeah. So we'll back up a little so we can, and we'll invite you all to stand on up, get a little space around you. You might hear the jingle jangle of our little four-legged friend Jake. Yeah, he loves to come in. Anytime we start doing some movement, he just kind of feels the chi and gets right involved.
Well, and I want to go, let's go right into our low back, right into your kidneys. Bring your hands right directly over your low back, over those kidneys. Atop those kidneys rest the adrenals. And when we're in a chronic state of stress or anxiety, it's our adrenals that are firing. They're heating up and they're racing cortisol, stress hormones throughout our entire system. So this is a nice way that we can start to connect with that part of our body and send a smile. We can start to soften that part of our body with the warmth of our hands and our smile reaching deep down towards our little kidney beans.
Yeah, imagine like you're greeting an old friend who happens to take residence in your mid-thoracic.
And begin to start to feel the kidneys filling up your palms with every breath in. Your lower back filling your palms with every inhale and exhale.
Yeah, as you inhale, you might even feel like you're blowing up or inflating a balloon right where your hands are contacting your lower back.
And then we can start to massage that part of our body. We can warm that part of our body even more by going up and down, softly, quickly, slowly, whatever feels better for you. You can do one side at a time if it's a little harder to reach with both hands at the same time. You can create circles or spirals or whatever else feels comforting, nourishing, kind.
And remember that extra bonus feature of your smile. You can take it anywhere, anytime.
Yum, yum, yum.
Makes
yum,
everything
yum.
a lot more fun and friendly.
And then we can activate it. So let's get rid of any stagnation that might be stored in your kidneys by tapping. Alternating or simultaneously.
And we're using soft fists, but you could also use open palms. And if you can't reach up to your ribs, that's fine. Just get your lower back, your hips, your SI joint.
Yeah, let's travel actually. Let's go down all the way to the sacrum and then back up a couple of times. Up and down the back of your body. Let's break out anything, release anything you don't need out of those kidneys.
Releasing stagnation, releasing resistance, letting go of the attachment of anxiety, chronic stress.
Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through the open mouth, soft jaw.
Well,
And then,
my arms are getting tired.
yeah, let's take it down. Let's take it down the legs, back of your legs. Let's go down the back of your legs, tapping, tapping, tapping. And I used to like a little soft fist here. Down the back of the legs and up the inside of your legs. Let's do that a couple times. And down the back, up the inside. And this time, let's go down the outside, the lateral leg, the outer edge, and that's the inside. One more time, down the outer edge, and with the inside. And spend an extra couple moments right here, right at your kind of this intersection of meridians, of blood circulating, and gentle taps right here. And then we want to get grounded. So let's add a little bounce. So we're gonna like just kind of bend into your legs, little rodeo here.
Oh yeah,
Well,
ride the horse. Is that what you're doing on the rodeo?
We're going
You're gonna catch the hat. Nicole and I have zero experience at rodeos,
Zero.
so let us know in the chat room if we got any of that right. Probably not.
One more breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then pause with the palms resting right over the inguinal ligaments, over the area of blood and intersection of meridians.
Femoral artery. Smile into your hips and pelvis. We don't generally give a lot of intentional focus to the front of our pelvis or our belly. And if we do, it's not always very favorable, positive, affirmative.
I kind of like it. We're gonna purge a little more. Let's continue to release and let go. Let's get a little into our tiger's breath. So from here, we're gonna kind of like with tiger claws, you're gonna pull up, inhale, inhale, pull up. Bring your hands over your head. On the exhale, you're gonna do nice tiger's breath. You're gonna stick out your tongue, open your eyes wide, and forward fold. All the way down towards the ground. Grab some earth chi, grab the air, pull it up with your claws. Inhale, inhale, back up towards the sky.
Stick your
And then
tongue
exhale.
out.
Let's do that a few more times. Inhaling, rolling up.
Let go of what you don't need. The more sound you make, the more fun. So really embody your inner tiger, your inner tigress.
Let's do 3 more.
Use your core, use your belly to lift up, protect your
And
spine.
you don't have to go all over the ground. You can go right to your knees or just throw out your hands in front of you. Last one. We got one more?
Oh, bonus one. I love
Oh, bonus. Nice. And then pause. Oh, let's feel that energy you created. Ooh, that feels nice. And a little protection chi. So if you've joined us before, we've done this Wei Chi or protection breath, but we're going to build on it, add to it a little bit. And you're going to crisscross your palms right in front of your body as you inhale. And then exhale, create a nice big circle in front of you around your body.
And we're inhaling through the nose exhaling out of open mouth. So inhale up, exhale out of open mouth. And this helps create a field according to traditional Chinese medicine called your Wei Qi, W-E-I, Q-I. Wei Qi is thought to enhance your immune system, helps tonify or strengthen your lymphatic vessels.
Lead with your wrist. Let your wrist create the motion and your palms just open up to the space around you. Feel the space you're creating. And maybe even begin to visualize this golden light, this golden circle that is surrounding and protecting you. And then we can build on this. So as we inhale center. And as you exhale, shift your weight to your right leg and come down and around with your palms. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. And we're going to go back and forth a few more times. To the right and to the left.
So we bend into the knee that we're dropping toward, and we're trying to elongate into the leg that we're moving away. And I also want to point out that knee that you bend toward, you want to try to let your seat go back behind it. So think of your sit bone going back behind you, so the seat is behind the bent knee instead of beside it.
One more time each way.
Exhale out of open mouth. Add that extra bonus feature of your smile.
And then pausing, coming back to the center. Ah, so nice.
Yeah,
so
feeling
nice.
a little heat. This was a pretty active flow, a little exercise edge. I feel a little sweaty.
Cool. Well, then let's just continue. I felt like that was a nice little way to calm, and let's continue to calm it down a little bit with our humming breath. So we're going to inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose, but as you exhale, and find kind of a mid-tonal hum that feels really good to you as you inhale through your nose and hum it out. Soft shoulders, soft jaw, soft knees.
And we like to put palm over our lower abdomen and keep circulating this hum. I'm going to tell you about some of the science about inhaling through your nose. You're creating what's called nitric oxide. Your nasal cavities have the ability to create NO, which is actually an immune enhancer. It will prevent coronavirus or any pathogen from replicating in your lungs. It helps to increase the oxygenation in all your organs, so it helps with your circulation. How about one more like that? And it also helps to enhance our polyvagal tone so that we begin to establish our autonomic nervous system regulation of feeling safe, of feeling connected.
Resting back in the energy that you created, the space you made for loving kindness to flow through and whatever else you're intending. I feel smiley and happy. How about you?
I do too. And I just want to kind of bookend this practice today by saying that there's no such thing as good stress or bad stress. What we want to give attention to is the results of conscious stress versus the results of unconscious stress. I would say most of our neighbors, most of our community, globally and right around locally, are really in the midst, are mired in the unconscious stress. They're just kind of reacting. They're rehashing an old script. They're acting out of habit, out of protection, out of survival. And unconscious stress has certain results. We're all accustomed to them. We've all experienced unconscious stress and the deleterious effects. But there's also
like pain, tension,
resistance,
knots in your muscles,
criticism, blame, complaint, just feeling like we're having the wrong experience. Those are results of unconscious stress. But we also have conscious stress. And stress is actually necessary for growth, right? It's the stress of the seed pushing through the hole to break out and grow through the dark of the ground to reach toward the light. It's the stress of us taking a momentary pause. It's the stress of organizing our calendar so we participate with loved ones in communication and communion. It's the stress of, okay, I'm going to take a 10-minute nap in the middle of the day or meditation and relax. It's the stress of over and over recommitting to what's true to us, what is enlivening to us. So I want to encourage you for this next week to, instead of avoiding stress, which is unavoidable, growth requires stress. Life requires stress. We're working against gravity our entire waking lives. And so something to consider is, how can conscious stress, how can intentionally choosing what we put our energy, what we invest our attention in, how can that be fuel for what we really want to create? I'm reminded of something, I don't know if it was my dad who coined it, but he shared the expression, it's the sand, the irritation of the sand forges the pearl. So keep in mind, as we're all awash and floating in this pandemic of stress, that we have a choice to favor conscious stress or unconscious stress. And the good news is you can't get it wrong. You'll just have different results.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, you being here is a living prayer to the universe that I value loving kindness. I resonate and generate a field of loving kindness within me and with all those I touch. And for this, we humbly bow and appreciate what you're up to in the world. Thank you so much, everybody. Sending you lots of love. Have a great week, and we hope to see you again soon. Feel free to unmute yourself if you'd like to say goodbye to our community.
Bye.
Bye, Laura.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Aunt Debbie.
Bye.
Okay, now.
Bye.
Love to see your shining faces.
Mwah,
Have a
mwah.
great week.
Bye.
Love.
Bye. Thank you.
Enjoy some great conscious stress this week.